Ready?
Are you moving it just ever so slightly?
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, get ready for a great story from Coachella last year. Well, first of all, if you don't know what Coachella is a music festival. It takes place in the Coachella Valley, which is like
in India.
3 hours?
Well, and then you add festival traffic, and then it's, you know, more. I'm not going this year.
I don't want to talk about that.
Did you introduce her?
This is Nicole.
Hi.
She usually goes to Coachella with me. She was our editor at Clever, that's how we met. Coachella, we really thrived together.
Yeah, weekend 2 last year was like, we literally planned that in like 1.25 days.
It's true, it was the best weekend of our lives, probably. Except for this one small hiccup we experienced. By the way, we're eating pie because it just felt like. Anyway, hi, I'm Lily, this is Nicole. This is a story time about the time that we caught a phone and wallet thief at Coachella.
Dun dun.
Lisa's here too. So we were at weekend 1 for work and it was fun and we had a great time, but also we were staying a little further away from the festival, and the Uber situation leaving the festival is always a bit of a headache. And I don't think that's Uber's fault. It's just like, what do you do with like
10,000 people
trying to all leave at the same time? So if you stay till the very end, you're gonna be in for a treat. I got really bad anxiety and I actually decided to leave before Beyonce. Who decides to leave before Beyonce? Like, that's how bad my like past Uber experiences have been, that I chose to leave. So I was like, well, if I leave now, no one else is leaving, so then I'll get right in the Uber and I can go right out. But then I sit home and I'm like, no, that's Beyonce.
But you don't get to see Beyonce. Amazing.
Nicole stayed with Beyonce. She didn't have the Uber anxiety. And then she ended up finding an Uber driver that she made.
Shout out to Rich the Uber.
That's an entire other
oh my
story
God.
time that maybe we will get into. A lot of weekend 1 when you're there for work, we have to film before, while we're there doing a bunch of stuff.
We have to film our car ride out there, which is like a lot.
It's just you're
like,
constantly filming, so you have to be on, you have to not be hungover. I mean, I definitely am hungover. All the lunchy breaks for Coachella, don't get me wrong. Appropriate hungover.
And so a lot more planning is involved for your drunkenness.
You need to like wake up at certain times. You can't just be like, oh, sorry, got too drunk, had too much fun. No, you're not allowed to have too much fun. You have to have just the right amount of fun, and if you have too much, everyone suffers.
Yeah.
On our way home from weekend 1, we decided that could have been so much more fun had we not had to do any of the work stuff. So we're like, well,
there is a weekend 2.
there is.
No, that's too crazy.
Like,
no, that's so much money. Like,
and then we would be like silent for a minute, and then we'd be like,
but like,
we could.
I mean, like, we're not
we
doing
could do
anything at work.
So, I mean, that kind of kept us repeating that over and over again, probably for 3 hours on the car ride home.
Oh.
I think it was Wednesday, we were texting, and I was like, no, we're doing it, I just bought the tickets. So,
yeah, she found an Airbnb that was super close, like walking distance.
I wanted to anxiety-proof this weekend. Since the first
yeah.
weekend had been kind of ruined, and I fucking missed Beyonce. So I was like, I'm not missing Beyonce this time, we're gonna walk home. Back to the point of this video. As many of you may know, if you've gone to a music festival before, it's very common that there are like basically like organized phone/wallet thieves. People will buy tickets to festivals strictly so they can go just like
steal phones,
pickpocket the shit out of all of these people that are not paying
easy
attention,
target,
which they are. I'm
not gonna lie.
But like, you're a horrible
That's
person.
a fucked up thing
who does
to do,
that.
yeah.
Well, we can tell you who does that because we met one. Let me take some more pie for some ammo for this story.
Day 2, heading towards the evening. Yeah.
One of the things with the headliners is usually the main one. There's like a very large break.
Yeah,
because they usually are setting up some kind of like big
the stage and stuff. And especially for Beyonce, she had a very large, elaborate
like
setup,
a runway situation. There was basically a 2-hour period where we didn't really have anyone that we were like dying to see. And we've also been there since like 2.
Yeah.
And it's now 8.
Yeah.
She goes on at 11. So we've been at 3 hours. It's us, our friend Chelsea, and our friend Laura, and the 4 of us are all a little tired, a little out of it, but drinking a lot.
Yes. I love EDM, so I'm just like, hey guys, let's just go to the Doolab and just go there and just hang out and chill, listen to music. We can like even sit somewhere on the grass.
Chelsea, meanwhile, just loves everything. Is always in a good mood and is like, yeah, girl, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Let's go dance. That'll wake us up. I'm like,
dead. Doesn't want to walk across the grounds.
Dancing's gonna wake me up? Really? I'm like, that's cute. But I'm like, might as well, sure. Laura's just like, sure, let's go.
Yeah.
So the 4 of us as zombies.
Literally on the other end.
It's almost a mile. So we travel across the vast.
Yep. We trekked across to the Doolab.
Explain what the Doolab is for the people.
They partner with a lot of music festivals and they're their own stage and they have their own lineup, usually of EDM, DJ genre.
It's like a tent with just like very intense techno music, like blasting.
We were in the back of the crowd, back perimeter, not even in the crowd because we weren't even in the mood to like be in it with people. My phone is in my back pocket. All of a sudden I feel a tug on my phone and I'm trying to be chill, like yeah, people bump into me, maybe someone's, you know, feeling it, whatever, like, do you. And then all of a sudden, I feel a blatant tug on my phone, like someone is literally pulling it out of my back pocket, but the only reason it got stuck was because of my pop socket. Shout out pop socket. I turn around and I'm literally like, what the fuck? Because I blatantly felt it and was like, okay, this is confrontation worthy because I can feel it. He just like pretends he doesn't hear me, right? And dances.
This is like a middle-aged man. He's at least 40, 45.
Standing by himself behind me, and I was like, excuse me? Like,
she looks at all of us and he just tried to take my phone.
Got to Lily.
If you guys have been following, if you're new here, hello, I'm Lily. If you're not new here, you might have been following me 2 Coachellas ago. Well, now it will be 3 by the time this one passes, but like 2 years ago now. From right now?
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years ago, I did lose my phone at Coachella. Lose my phone. I still don't think I lost it because basically what happened was it died. I put it in my backpack, which
it's a tiny backpack.
Well, and I'm not I can't see it.
Yeah, and it's behind you.
I wasn't using it. And then when I got in the cab later to go to pull it out, guess what's not in there? The only thing missing, it feels weird that would have just like bounced out when nothing else did. Yeah. So I think someone stole that year too. Got back to this past year.
The guy just tried to jack my phone. Like, very certain, and I would not make that kind of accusation like half-witted. Like, no, I'm very certain this guy just tried to jack my phone out of my back pocket. Lily's like,
immediately I'm like feeling my pockets and I'm like, fuck, I don't have my phone. The 4 of us are suddenly like superheroes.
Yeah, fight or flight.
I'm just like, not again. Not today. You messed with the wrong. And I'm not someone that's confrontational. I'd normally be like,
hate the confrontation.
Take my phone, please. Here, do you want the password as well? Here you go. It's and I like go up to him because you could tell he was like, it wasn't like an accidental thing. But I'm like, where's my phone? And he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, where's my fucking phone? In my head, I'm like, not today. You messed with the wrong person. If someone didn't steal it last year, maybe, but not 2 years in a row. That's not happening. This doesn't sound real. And like, but I shit you not, I'm in his face going, where the fuck is my phone? He starts pulling phones out of his pocket. He goes, and I'm like, no, where the fuck is my phone? And he like pulls out another one. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, no, not it. And then he pulls out there and I was like, where the fuck is my phone? After he has just pulled 3 out of his pocket to show me, shoves me and then runs the other direction. I'm just like,
oh fuck, no, not tonight.
I just race after him.
All this happens in like 30 seconds, okay, mind you. Like, next thing I know, she's grabbing onto his like black drawstring bag on his back, and I just see these 2 blonde girls with these big black rim hats just over the crowd, and I'm just like, wait, what the, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And then I just cut across the crowd to be like, okay, I'll try to cut you off.
So he starts bolting. Literally all that was going through my head was like,
Get your phone back, get your phone back.
And we were like pretty fucked up still. We were just tired, but this just was like,
hello, what's happening?
I think I was probably making more impulsive decisions than I normally would have anyway. I chased the fuck after him. He has one of those little drawstring, like the little sack bags that's like drawstring
like
things.
sports bags
that everyone gives out for free.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'm like grabbing like the top of it where it's like the most narrow and trying to like hold him back because it's very like you can't get out of those easily. Mm-hmm. There's a guy that is working with him.
Scarf man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's going behind people and twirling scarves. So it's like if you're feeling like stuff on
like
you,
how I
and
thought
then
it was
someone
people
touches
dancing
you again,
and I was like, oh,
then
whatever.
you don't think anything of it because someone's already been touching you, but it's actually someone stealing your fucking wallet or phone. This guy is like big guy, very large man.
Large man.
He mapped me from the side,
Yeah.
like checked me at one point because he's trying to get me to stop chasing him.
Yeah. These 2 dudes were fucking ready to fight.
Because then also at this point, I am screaming.
It's so awful.
Because I'm like, how is someone helping me right now?
Yeah,
I'm
I literally-
chasing this grown man through a very crowded.
Oh yeah, it was all these
area.
crowds, people were just dancing, and I'm like, I have no idea what to do anymore. I'm just like,
This guy jacking phones.
Chelsea, I'm pretty sure, has remained quiet, but very close in tow. She was right behind me, so I get checked by the dude. She keeps going, has her hand in the bag. She ends up literally like bleeding
nails, like,
by the
ripped,
end of it because she gets her finger caught in the drawstring part of it.
Yep.
So she gets the bag and hands it to Nicole.
Yep.
I bounce back from the large man like side checking me, and I go run after her. And at this point, people have heard all of us.
Yeah.
Suddenly, some guy comes out and gets him in a headlock. I then am somehow in the midst of this caught in the headlock. I almost need Lisa to come over here to help demonstrate. This
Guys,
is when
see,
it finally crossed my mind. I was like, maybe this wasn't the best idea.
also, Just side note, this is why I love the EDM community because
Oh, guys were just jumping out.
All these dudes, as soon as they like actually realized what was actually happening, they were
They
like, wait,
jumped
what
out
the
of
fuck?
their,
They like
dancing
jumped.
mode.
They were like 5 dudes trying to tackle this guy down at one point.
So this is happening, but then my arm is like here. And I'm literally like this, and they're like almost on the ground, and I'm literally
Lisa, thank you, Lisa.
This giant man just jumps and literally pries open so I can get my arm out, which in this moment I'm like, so we're going to the hospital. Like 2 large men like falling to the ground. Like I have very flimsy arms. So I was like, it's gonna be broken. This is a disaster. Why did I do this? I could have just bought a new phone. You're so stupid. Superhero pops out of nowhere and he's like, oh, jaws of life. Oh he like gets me out and then I back away. And this is probably the most terrifying part of the story for me. So I also have my backpack on that is stayed with me during this entire pursuit. Guys, now though, I look down on the ground. He's now, this giant man, the superhero man, has him on the ground, like hands behind his back, knee on his shoulder.
Like kind of pinned on the ground, face down.
We were waiting for
He's
security.
Waiting for security.
And I'm like, oh my god, this is really intense. Then I back away and I'm like, have my backpack on. I look in my fucking backpack and I see my phone. I pick it back up really fast and I'm holding my backpack. And I like look back and see this man on the ground being tackled. I don't even know, it was flashing through my head. It was like, am I going to jail? Was this illegal? Is this like assault? But I didn't do it. I look at Nicole.
You came running over to me after she had that realization.
And I was like, we need to leave.
While that was happening, I had been handed the bag of phones at one point. Go a couple feet away from the scuffle, and I opened the bag for a brief second. I also had a drop in my heart because all I saw was like clothes.
I can't describe the feeling of thinking that you just like
I
sipped like a bunch of like rabid EDM muscle.
I reach my hand in, I pull out like 5 phones in one hand, and I was like, oh, okay.
Then she looks, there's 50 plus phones and wallets in this bag.
The whole bag was phones.
Later, there was a Reddit thread that went through the entire scenario. This is the video of him getting taken down after I was released. Fun fact, Chelsea is actually a radio host. Following this entire incident on her radio show, what is it, 97.1? It's 97.1
radio.
So they talked about it one morning, and then the next day they got the guy that like released me
To call in.
from the headlock situation. He called in.
I was just there enjoying the music, and then I saw 2 guys kind of getting a little scuffle, and they kind of bumped into me, and I was like, all right, well, wasn't really expecting that, you know, and all of a sudden I saw, I don't know what girl it was, it might have been the other hero. She had an arm caught in the tangle of everybody kind of getting into the whole situation. So I jumped in, freed the lady's arm, and then the guy was telling me that he stole his wallet and his phone as well, so I put him in a headlock.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
So you were the one that put him in the headlock. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, I wasn't doing it too hard. I didn't want to hurt him. I was just trying to make sure that he didn't get away. So I just held him down until security got there, and they got there not too long after, and we put him in handcuffs.
That's awesome.
Are you gonna talk about the...
Should I? It's funny. Fun fact about this like magical hero that popped out of nowhere and like were the jaws of life that got me out of the headlock. He was super douchey, you could tell, because he put the comment and then was like, by the way, this is my Instagram. I think he had posted a screenshot of the video. He really wanted everyone to know what he
was like very...
Which is fine. We're making a video about it right now.
Yeah,
about it,
I mean, I just said it was the most exciting thing.
He saved my life. So I go on his latest picture, which is a screenshot of the video where he's taking down this guy, and I comment on it, and I was like, oh my god, I'm the girl that you freed from this like brawl. Thank you so much. And nothing like, I was like, I don't even know what I would have fucking said, like, to make it creepy. I literally was just like, oh my god, I was the girl that you freed from this. Thank you so much, literally a lifesaver. And I went back to look later, and all of a sudden, I couldn't look at his profile. I was like, that's weird. Blocked. Come to find, apparently he's messaged me on Reddit to tell me that he didn't block me, his girlfriend. What? Why? I didn't do anything, and it was something going like, well, yeah, and then she saw you have a lot of followers. I'm like, so suddenly that means that I want your dick? I was just saying thank you. I'm like, okay, well, tell her she has nothing to worry about. Like, you're good. Then the last one is him being like, oh, I'm deleting my Reddit account, but here's my phone number.
Damn,
because
girl.
it feels like if we met under such cool circumstances, that we should probably keep in touch. And then I'm just like, I'm sure your girlfriend who blocked me on Instagram would love that. It is now, after this entire ordeal, and he is on the ground and we are waiting, it's now 10:30-ish.
She's about to
Beyonce
go
goes on at 11.
Everyone's heading that way.
I have missed Beyonce the previous weekend. Probably been staying there 15 minutes already. Not to say that the cops should be like running over. This wasn't like a emergency kind of crime.
And at festivals, I feel like, you know, you get a lot of calls.
There's
I'm
bigger
sure
health
security is, like,
issues going on. I'm
figuring
sure
it out.
drug overdoses. I casually kept kind of going to the security guard and going, so I know this is probably not the best time to ask. And he kind of like looks and he's like, what? And I'm like, well, so like, you see, Beyonce's kind of like, so Beyonce goes on at 11. And he's like, and I was like, yeah, well, so I was here last weekend. Already like, so I was here 2 weekends, and last weekend I actually didn't get to see Beyonce, so that's pretty much like the reason I was coming this weekend. And now, like, how long until the cops get here, dude? This Beyonce's coming. He like just could not give less shits.
Yeah,
he
he
was
literally was like,
literally like,
are you fucking kidding me?
And then he tried to be like, well, we're not gonna be able to get like
if you
charge this guy if we don't have a statement.
If you want this guy to actually be arrested and anything to actually happen about this phone theft, or of many thefts, there needs to be an actual police report.
So I'd like to repeat that even though we ended up finding out he didn't even steal my phone, I just overreacted and thought he did, and then ended up chasing him down and catching him for everyone else.
Yeah.
From like a very like base standpoint. Unless we're suing him for like assault.
There was no reason that she really
Like, why did I
stay.
need to be there? But then he was acting like I was gonna be a horrible person if I left. He was acting like he was gonna be able to charge him with theft if we didn't do
stay.
anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, but you have his bag with all that shit in it. Tried to be like, well, I mean, like, I didn't take that bag off him.
Also, at the end of the day, since neither of our phones were actually taken, we're just witnesses. There were 50 other
And
witnesses.
then it gets closer and closer, and we're like, literally, okay.
We're just standing
And I keep
there.
being like,
I don't mean to be difficult. I know that you're like really doing your job, but like literally Beyonce's gonna be on in 10 minutes.
And I can
Like,
see she's getting like hella anxious, so I'm literally just like, I turn to her and I'm like,
she goes,
What if I stayed?
and we all go, and she's like,
I saw her last.
and we're all like, you want to be like, no, you don't have to, but we're like,
and I'm just someone who just like, I just like seek justice, you know? So like, I just really wanted this guy to like get what was
well, it was
supposed to
fucked up.
him.
He should have, but
Like, you know, like,
justice
and if they
deserved
were
to be
gonna say
served.
like, if you needed a police report,
My only complaint, which like they're doing their job, they're trying to get this guy, and they're like, do you want him to get rid of or not?
Yeah.
Yes, obviously I want him to be charged, but he just tried to ruin 50 plus people's weekends. And then he tried to ruin ours. And now you're going to let it ruin ours by making us miss the biggest headliner of the entire weekend to come give a statement? Why couldn't we do that in 2 hours?
Could you call us after and we can come back? I'm like, no, it has to be right now. You're not allowed to leave.
Why?
I'm like, it's
you're
literally
not gonna be-
security at Coachella. Like, I could come in tomorrow morning and still give you a
Yeah,
police
we're
report.
like, you can call us after the performance. Can we come back after the performance? Like,
Does it have to do with memory things?
we would have been clouded out.
Yeah,
how
it's like they
Beyonce
need it to be
was.
fresh or whatever.
Nicole was the best ever. I took one for the team. So then
I stayed behind.
Also, Laura, I feel like this entire time has never been to Coachella and had only come for like this day, right?
Yeah, she was only there for that day.
It literally is like, what is going on? I was like, it's not normally like this.
It's not
I swear.
normal, no.
We ended up going to Beyonce. She was amazing, even though we almost, literally by that point were so drained and we have had every ounce of adrenaline wasted on just being at Coachella, then like getting caught in a fight and like all this shit.
Yeah.
I'm at Beyonce literally like swinging.
Half alive.
Meanwhile, they're
So I went to, so they eventually took me to like the security, like behind the scenes at Coachella, which is actually kind of cool.
She was like, no, at least I got to see behind the stage of Beyonce.
It was pretty cool.
To anyone else, it probably would look like you're like being like arrested, like driven around
Yeah.
by like cops on a golf cart being like, hi.
Yeah. So then after I gave the statement, one girl that like just worked there was very nice. Like, where do you want to go? I'll drop you off wherever you want. Eventually got a hold of them. I think I got through to Laura.
There's
She was
no
like,
service
yeah,
ever.
somehow coordinated. They were like by this, like, we're by the pole, A3. I'm by the lemonade stand. I remember this very accurately.
yep,
I was like, I'm by the lemonade stand. She's like, we're right in front of it. And I was like, caught like the last 20 minutes of Beyonce.
So that's why it's easy for that guy to take people's phones because they're not paying attention to them because there's no service.
Yes, literally. That's why
Yes.
mine got stolen, is because it was died from it was searching for service all day, and then
There
it
you
dies.
go.
There's literally, that's the thing. People will go and buy tickets. If he bought a GA ticket,
It's $500.
400, 500
Yeah.
bucks. If he got it even like from Craigslist, he could get it
Less.
cheaper potentially. So he spends less than $1,000. Then he gets 50 plus phones and wallets.
That just sells later.
He can sell each phone for $1,000.
And people keep a lot of cash because it's festivals,
Yeah.
so their wallets probably have a lot of
100%.
cash.
Because,
Besides the money, that's people's IDs. You're just ruining that person the rest of their weekend and their
Especially
like
if anyone
the rest of their
traveled in.
month. Yeah, like that's really fucked up.
So that was our story, how we were vigilante phone thief heroes.
Most exciting story of
It's just so funny that he didn't even take our stuff, and then we God.
But we caught him anyway.
I think that was my first official like real story time.
Oh my gosh, I'm so honored.
Nicole doesn't have a YouTube channel yet. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen.
But you can follow her on Instagram. Tang Tang. I'll put it on the screen. And then follow Lisa. At Lisa_Hyman. She hasn't really been in the video, but she's been here the whole time.
There she is.
And me, of course, if you haven't already. Or no.
Lily_Marston.
Thank you, that's true. Coachella's coming up, so Nicole won't be there and I don't want to talk about it. But me, Jocelyn, and Chelsea are going, so
Don't try to steal their phone.
we'll fuck your shit up, apparently.